Hey guys, how's it going? It is me, LazyB, and we're doing another Heroes of Might and Magic Olden ERA video. But I'll have to be quiet-ish for this reason. You probably don't know it, but there's a spider plushie right underneath her that I put there. It's barely noticeable in the picture. And she took a liking to that plushie. So, if he is sleeping, I'm making a video.
3DO.
Okay, so this one is about magic. I thought about making a video on this one, but I don't know. I don't know what to say. It is very different from what I am familiar with. But I'm doing this anyway. Olden ERA.
Hey again, Anna
Hi.
here from Heroes Take Turns. If you caught the last video log, welcome back.
I did
Today
not.
we will be talking about one of the defining aspects of Olden ERA, which are spells.
This part. This freaking part. No, this part. This part. This part is sometimes overlooked and much weaker than this one,
And
unfortunately.
their magic schools, how to acquire them, and what kind of effects they focus on.
Alright, sure.
Spells are a feature that will help adventurers both in combat as well as on the adventure map itself. We
Okay.
will have the classic battle spells as well as control ones, so do expect a familiar approach, but also many surprises, as Olden ERA has more spells
Yeah, the
than
surprises
any other
are
Heroes game out there,
what I'm
with
worried
some creative
about.
and unique new ones added to the list. Without spoiling too much here,
Can
as
we-
Unfrozen wants the players to discover all of this themselves, let's dive into Magic and its systems.
Sure, so a video about magic without magic. First of all, gotta say, if this is in-game footage, it looks good. I am still not liking the menu, but it looks good. Even the angels look decent-ish. Those are the upgraded ones that I said that look kind of strange. Again, I would like more shading and more like realistic lighting to make this less cartoony, but better than I thought it would be.
Olden ERA
Gotta
is
say.
split into schools that have been founded by their respective.
The book menu looks better. Why can't you do this menu like the book menu? Also, the book menu, the pages could look a little bit less modern-ish, but it's better than just the, I don't know, corporate blue or whatever you can call it.
Scholars: Arena, Naira, Hexmila, and Doriath. Daylight
Whatever.
Magic.
Daylight magic. So, like,
Founded by Arena, is a school of magic that
Oh,
focuses
haste.
on buffing allies. Is a school
I really wish they reused like the wind dude blowing air, or at least like the boot. This is more modern. Looks like Diablo 3 / mobile game art. Maybe Magic the Gathering.
by Arena. Is
I'll
a
try
school
to be
of magic
nicer.
that focuses on buffing allied creatures
Maybe some World of Warcraft skills.
and punishing enemies for attacking
Saying a
them.
person that doesn't play
It's the
World of
best choice
Warcraft.
for those who wish to empower their army.
Okay, what those are tier 5. Strikes target enemies 4 times, dealing magic damage. Okay. No light damage, it's dealing magic damage. That's interesting. Target friendly creatures cannot have less than 20 of their current units. Taking damage reduces the duration of the effect by 1. Okay, so kind of a life-saving one.
Armies.
Here we have like probably dark magic. Huh. Okay, it has a look of something between Magic the Gathering and the Yu-Gi-Oh, I would say. Like, some of them have like spell trap card feel in their art, like this one probably. I wish they would have gone to the simpler, like more icon-based pictures, but I guess this is better because you at least know if it has anything to do with how the spell looks. You can recognize it pretty easily, and or by the picture you can understand what it does, because older games had like pictures that didn't really say what the spell does. You still had to read every spell. Okay, that's the 4 times hitting with magic damage.
Magic, developed by ERA, is the opposite.
Sure.
It focuses on weakening enemies, denying
Raise fog of war in a square, reduce around the hero, concealing them from opponents. Is this like a map spell, not a combat spell?
them tools to act and turning them against one another.
3 tier 5 ones. Increase the number of units in target friendly stack. Those units are temporary. Okay, that's bullcrap. I thought it would be like necromancy or something. Attack and defense of the selected enemy creature always equals 0. Is it timed, or is it like until you do a spell that dispels this one? Because if it's not timed, it would be very freaking strong. If the other person is out of mana or doesn't have any spells, this can be a freaking win. If you can use it a couple of times in a game, in a fight, that's just it gives you the win. If it's not like for 2-3 turns or something like that, or until you attack the enemy and then it goes back to normal. Target enemies will die after taking any damage if its number of units in the stack is lower or equal to 20 of their original amount. Okay, so they die a little bit quicker. So if they had like 10 and you're left with 2 or 1, there's a bigger chance you can kill them in one kill, in one shot, in one attack. Die after. No, not a bigger chance. It's like you're gonna destroy them. If they have 100 and there's 20 left, you're just murdering them with whatever you're attacking. This seems to be overpowered again.
If you want to feel in control of what your opponent does, this school of magic is made exactly for you.
Again, I'm not gonna go through every spell, but I want to see at least like the strongest ones, what they have to offer. Because the weaker ones, you know, it's like lightning bolt or something that like does some damage and or weakens and or buffs, so the usual stuff. The more high level are like the unique ones, the pretty strong ones, the overwhelming ones, obviously. Okay. He did it on both of those characters. Is this like an area effect? The 20% immediate death?
Primal Magic, inherited from Hexpilla, gathers
Primal
the
Magic
elemental
looks
powers
cool.
of the world into one school.
See, like, I know with Heroes 3 you had Earth, Water, Fire, Wind. Now, all of it is just Primal Magic. What? Deal magic damage to the target enemy and reduce their initiative by 2. It doesn't say how much damage. Probably they don't. Probably they're not. They don't want to show us everything. So that's good. Also, I like that it shows you what kind of type of magic it is.
Primary focus being direct.
Anti-magic. Target becomes immune to magic, cannot be dispelled. I just said that you had like pictures that really explain what the spell does. What is this cat doing here? For what reason did you put a cat as an anti-magic, as a dispel, as a shield, magic shield spell? Why is it not like chest armor with some kind of blue hue to it, some kind of spell, or like a spell going into it and then bouncing off? Why do we have a cat? How can I understand by this that this is anti-magic? That you have immunity to magic? Because cat? Okay, sure.
Damage spells.
Summon Primal Remnant. What is this? A bead? Summon a stack of Primal Remnants. It disappears at the end of battle. Well, yeah. Is this like a summon? Like a unit? Hexmeeless Rampage. Whatever that is. A Primal Rage infuses a target friendly creature, granting them double strike and making them deal and take extra damage. Deal and take extra damage. So see, this is not really that overpowered because you still take extra damage, but the double strike one, that's a little bit strong, but not as strong as the other one, only because you have the extra damage being dealt to you. So there's like at least something that's trying to balance it. All units on the battlefield take magic damage. Oh, Armageddon, yeah, it's obviously, it just throws a bunch of meteors on the whole map. But if you use anti-magic on your units and then use Armageddon, that's pretty cool. But sometimes such destruction begins a birth of a phoenix. So you can randomly summon a phoenix into the map? Okay, yeah, sure.
It's also the place for those who wish to protect their army from said spells. For the local end of the world, please head in this direction.
What's with the middle explosion and a 2D mobile-esque phoenix flying out of the map? Couldn't you just do the meteors and make them more like meteors, less like fireballs? And all of them moved at the same time. That's kind of cool. The Minotaurs look great. I'm really digging for how some of the units look. Again, Chain Lightning, that's a nice one. That's something that everybody likes. Where's the chain in Chain Lightning? It should hit and then zap the other one and zap the other one and maybe even zap the other one if it's close enough. Where's the chain? I don't see the chain. Did it say Chain Lightning? I'm quite sure it did. Chain Lightning. Deals 320 magic damage to the target. And why is this blue and this is not blue? It makes no sense. Different types of menus. You make everything in one style and it will be much better. Hopefully this is just a placeholder. Target enemy then jumps to a random target within 2 hexes. Where's the fucking jump? Where's the jump? I don't see a jump. There's no jump. It like shoots 3 beams from the top. There's no jump. This is bullshit.
Arcane magic, mastered
What's
by
arcane?
Goliath, is the last
This really looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh spell card.
school on the list and specializes.
Okay, let's read this one if I chose this one already. A special distortion involved target friendly creatures reduce range damage taken by. Okay, it like sweeps, changes, like does a vortex in like the area in front of your creatures, in front of your units, so arrows would likely hit less strong-ish, like makes the hit 20% less strong. That's pretty cool. Blink, teleport target friendly creature for up to 3 hexes. Kinda makes sense, but I would put like a shadowy, a darkish, a silhouette of a person here and a silhouette of a person here to make it more understandable, you know?
In utility and unconventional spells.
Shackles,
as well
that's a good picture for shackles. Black hole, black hole. Rewind life. You can do it a little bit better, but it kind of looks like what it is. Mirror copy. Here we go. I would make them stand like that, like T-posing, but with the hands down, so it will look more like a copy and less like they're running away from each other. But that's just me.
Manipulation.
Durastide. +1 speed and initiation to all friendly creatures. -1 speed and initiations to all enemies. That's pretty cool. Trap snare. Okay. Oh, that's a person trapped. Okay, I thought it was like kind of an octopus creature, but there is something behind him that looks like an octopus creature. Place up to 2 invisible traps and creates that, and creatures that step into the trap stop and ends turn if the trapped hex was not their final destination. That's pretty cool. After triggering, the trap disappears. I don't know why is it tier 5, but it can be very good in some situations. Reality distortion. The target takes no damage. Instead, at the start of each round, it takes all damage that should have been taken in the previous round as pure damage. So you have like as a last resort, you can use this, and you like can damage and tank a bunch of stuff. The creature will still like die or take the damage, but it will take it later. It could be a good last resort thing, this one also. Those spells look very situational.
Arcane and shape the battlefield to your will.
Black hole? Okay. That's a very strange pattern for a spell. It looks like a... I don't know, a snowflake? Sure. Looks good. I like what it does. Please tell me this is not the defense you have. Please tell me there's more defense and you cannot just walk through here and be fine. Or at least you can upgrade it and then you have more defense. And I gotta say, this Ballista sign here looks like a spoon that's thrown like a chocolate ball or whatever. This looks like a wooden spoon. Okay. Also not Ballista, it's a catapult. Okay, we're doing this one. The iron is explainable. It looks fine until it does whatever this freaking bullshit is. What is this, a crystal dragon?
The Mage Guild, where you can
I'm sorry. I'm being a little bit angry. I don't know why. It's probably they did good stuff, but there's like a dissonance between either the art or what the spell does, or like you add additional stuff that you don't really need. That's, by the way, I think the thing that was on the screen there. So you probably have spells of this unicorn hamster. Cool. Also this. Is this like the magic map? Because if it is, it's stupid. It looks like a fantasy thing for 12-year-olds. Well, not even 12-year-olds. 7-year-olds, I would say. I don't know.
learn all
I
your spells
feel like I'm
will
being
also
too
be
harsh,
present
but
in
then
Olden Era
again,
in a
I feel like I'm being too harsh, but then again, I feel like everything that I'm saying is valid. Maybe I could have chosen different words.
similar fashion. However, there are some additions
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Why? Why is that how you do your
to it.
spells?
Spell researching is a feature which might be a familiar concept to some veteran players. It allows you to choose any spell from each Mage Guild tier you have available and unlock it at the cost of some of your resources. This cost is increased based on the tier of the spell you are unlocking. Spell upgrades are a new feature unique to Olden Era, which allows you
So you're not building spell buildings in castles and using them to get new spells? Is that what I'm getting?
to enhance your spells by unlocking new effects or boosting them. To do so, you need to spend alchemical dust, a new resource used specifically for the upgrade systems in Olden Era.
Sure.
For example, if you would like your entire army to be blessed by riposte, make sure to upgrade it to the highest level possible.
Okay.
To conclude,
I
magic in
like the
Olden Era
idea,
is a mixture of
but I feel like if you get the spells through the buildings and then you can upgrade them with this resource, that'll be great. I don't like the idea that you can buy any spell if you have the right resources. And it didn't look like it costs a lot of resources.
old and familiar systems with a breath of fresh ideas. Certain aspects of magic have been
That just means like a person that knows the spells and which spells work better against what, and knows every one of them like very precisely and very well. He has a huge advantage on other people that are not familiar with the whole spell tree.
made more approachable and balanced.
And also probably people will research and find like the 5 best spells and go for them. And that's it. You won't have any other spells being used, which is dumb. I like the randomization that you like have different spells and you use what you got. And maybe like different castles have different spells.
While making sure that
I don't
personal
know.
skill expression can shine through the player's decision making. And the gap between might and magic skills is not as severe as in previous games. More details about that will be shared in one of the future
I can be a necromancer that does light damage, like holy damage.
video devlogs about
Okay.
skills. I think that the spell system in Olden Era is a great blend of nostalgia and innovation, and I'm excited to explore it further in an upcoming devlog. Thank you for watching.
Okay, please tell me you still have the buildings that give you magic in castles. and you can, if you can research any spell you want, but it costs like a huge-ish, like not a small amount of resources.
Choose any spell for resourcing. This cost is increased based on the tier of the spell you are unlocking.
Okay.
This cost is and unlock
2, 2, and 2. And she said it is increasing with the level of the spell. But I feel like for magic tier 1, even for tier 1, I think this is not enough. Maybe would make it 5, 5, and 5. So you will have some kind of an impact. So if you like do this, you have less resources for your castle and for anything else that you want to do. So you can you'll have to pick and choose between this and that, and not just do this and upgrade the castle, compared to a person that doesn't know how to deal with it or chooses some kind of a different spell that is kind of useless. And I don't know how I feel about this.
it at the cost of some of your resources. This cost is increased based on the tier of the spell you are unlocking.
Yes. Can you show
Spell
us spare
upgrades are a new
5?
feature
Probably
unique to
not.
Olden ERA, which allows you
The upgrading I think is pretty cool. That's very nice. Maybe like I would still want it to be with leveling up, but this is also fine. This is also fine. Like leveling up certain skills in your skills and skills. It's skills, the hero skills. Well, yeah. What do you guys think? I feel like now I feel like I've been a little bit too harsh. But if you take out the swear words and the not very kind words that I said, I have a point. I feel like I have a point. I don't know. Write in the comments down below what you think. And I'll see you guys on the next one. If there's somebody that played the game, I would like to hear that from you. I would like to hear from you what do you think. Because I still haven't got a chance to play it. The cat is still sleeping. Mission successful. Bye bye.